Good morning. We are in Galveston, Texas. We got off our cruise ship, and so we're pretty much just walking out around and getting to know Galveston. I have never been here. This is my first time. So far, so good. The water is a little muddy. It's not like pre-beach, but nonetheless, it's a beach. I have to say that I'm almost sold to move here. I never knew in Texas you could surf. This is amazing. I can't believe there was an option out here. I love surfing, and I haven't done it in such a long time. So I'm sold. I want to move out here. We are in Galveston, downtown. Looks like this is a touristic strip area, so we're gonna check it out. Really want to finish my videos before getting to bed, but the realistic part of life, right? Yeah. I didn't get a chance to speak to you earlier. I want to tell you about the food festival. It was amazing. I have been to a couple other night markets or something similar, but they've never been this good. I really hope that whoever organized it would come back next year and do the same thing that they did this year. It was Foodie Land's organization that created this event, and it looks like they go around the US in different cities. So if you have gone to one and you had an experience to go in, let me know what your experience was. Let me know what you think. We really enjoyed it. There were a lot of trendy foods that you would see on Instagram or in social medias, and I've always wanted to try, so this was a great opportunity to actually taste these foods. I really liked it. There were a couple of things that we were talking about it, and if we happen to go next year, we'll make sure to remember. One was that the event was from 1 to 10, and you would get a set time for your entrance. So we picked 4 o'clock, and it was way too hot. It was extremely difficult to even think about food at that heat. It was so painful. So for the next 2 hours, I just found a little shade and sat down. So from 4 to 6:30, yeah, I was not able to move. Josh went and got some food, and we just sat down and just waited for the sun to go down. So yeah, so next year I would say around sunset time I would go. They had a 7 p.m. entrance, but for some reason we didn't think of it, because you have to book your tickets like way in advance in the winter time, so you're still in a different climax and different time situation. So 7 in winter, it's a little too late and dark, so you're not thinking about a different season. So yeah, I would say go later by the sunset time. The thing is, though, the food might run out. There were a lot of popular food that even within that time period that we arrived, they were already finishing up. So you won't be able to try everything, like especially the very famous like trendy foods. So that's one thing, but if I go earlier, I wouldn't be able to have energy of any sort to actually try to get through. So that was one thing. I wouldn't get like the bottled drinks. So they had this thing with the baby bottles. So you could get water, I believe, in it, or drinks. And it was like $25. You would buy the bottle, and then it had free refills. And oh my gosh, it was so sweet. They had so much sugar in it. Like, I would just pass on that. I've gotten drinks from like the vendors, and they were much nicer drinks than the bottles. So I would save that money, and I wouldn't even do that. What else would I do? I'm just trying to think. Oh, we did this thing that we're not going to do next year. So as soon as we walked in, because it was so hot and we were so hungry, so we just stopped by the first stall that we could see, and it was fried giant squid. And it was a squid this big, and Josh was like sold right there, and so he got that. That filled up our stomach so much, so we weren't able. I didn't eat as much of it, but still, it was breaded too, and I tried to take away the bread, so at least to get the carb out, but it was way too huge. And so if we ever get to go back and have this experience, I would say don't go too hungry that you need something right away, and then walk around and kind of get a sense of all the foods that there are, because you're limited. You're stomach won't be able to eat as much as you would love to. So just kind of walk around to get a good sense of the places and the food that you like, and then you can go back. So towards the end, like, we found this place that sold bone marrows, and we were so stuffed we weren't able to eat, so we just got it to go. But it's another experience when it's just hot and, you know, like, it's just presented to you right there versus trying to come home and eat it later. We regretted that purchase of the huge squids, because later on we found a smaller fried squids, not the giant one, and it would have been so much of a better idea than doing that, because then you would have enough space for trying other different food. Oh, the other thing is, all of your drinks, they wouldn't let you leave with. Like, some people would just buy a drink and they were wanting to drink it on the way home because they had alcohol, so they couldn't monitor what's leaving the property. So they would ask you to dump out anything that had water or any liquid in. So that was kind of odd. And, you know, I understand that they wanted to make sure that they don't cross any boundaries with the regulations. But it was so unfortunate because, you know, you want to have a little drink on your way back. But yeah, so finish all of your drinks before getting out if you're going with this specific company. Yeah, that is all I wanted to say about the food festival experience. I've changed into my silk pajamas because all of my cotton ones are either in the washer or dryer. And behind and doing laundries, so I couldn't find my cotton ones. I have 2 silk ones, and I'm not very comfortable in it. They just make it so uncomfortable. I don't know, it's like too hot. It just sticks into your body. It might not be really good silk what it is, but I don't know. I like my cotton ones. They're so breathable, so I'm gonna have to stick with it. I'm already feeling like I want my cotton ones. So yeah, I'm gonna hit the bed. I hope that you liked watching this video. And I'll see you on the next one. I hope you had a wonderful day, whatever you did, and I hope you're having a wonderful time, and whatever projects you're working on is going super well for you. And I'll see you on the next video.